Good morning, everybody. I'm just chillaxing here listening to a little chanting because it makes me feel better. I spent all weekend learning about restorative yoga, and boy, oh boy, do I have things to share with you about the nervous system, how to activate your parasympathetic nervous system so your body can heal and restore itself, allowing you to let go of stress, possibly even reduce inflammation, um, release weight, all of these wonderful things that it can do. But that's not what this blog is about. That's for later. So, sit there and wait and hope, and it's going to be awesome. What I want to share with you today is one of my techniques. I'm not a big fan of giving things up. In fact, I'm the type of person, if you told me that I had to stop doing something, I would start doing it or I would do it more. In fact, I was thinking the other day, I never even considered having an eating disorder until a very well meaning relative talked to me about self image and told me that some girls did that to lose weight. And then all of a sudden I thought, hey, that sounds pretty practical. Ha ha. And there led to 20 plus years of body image confusion and whatnot that's in the past that has led me to here. So, being that I am not a big fan, let's get this dandelion out of my face. Okay, being that I'm not a big fan of letting go of things, I have developed a method. It's called subtraction by addition. Makes sense, right? Especially if you're an addictive personality, you're not going to want to let go of things unless there's something new because we all know nature abhors a vacuum. If you get rid of something, something is going to come fill it up. That's why people who quit drinking may start smoking more or drinking more soda or eating, and people quit smoking, they eat so because they're filling that hole. Well, my theory is fill the hole first. Overfill it, in fact. Get it so high. Like, take a new habit and something you want to do. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I want to jog or I want to lose 50 pounds or I want to, pick something small, something you can accomplish. This will give you the confidence to move forward to bigger things. Make sense? Yes. So, what I started doing is this. This is the thing I added. I started adding a video blog and a written blog every day. And we all know, or maybe we don't, maybe I'm letting you in on something here. It takes 2 weeks to create a habit. Just 2 weeks. So by the time that 2 weeks is up, this is going to be something you just do. Like maybe like you usually just walk outside and have a cigarette, or you usually just have a ton of coffee, or just all the other things you usually do without even thinking about it. Like you go to the bathroom, you grab a magazine. Just these little things that are associated and they're habits. So you're creating a habit. And I'm not saying that things are magically going to go away, but they might because now you have too much stuff. You're going to need to empty something out. And so now that you're focused on this cool new habit that you like to do, maybe some of those old things that you were doing just to fill the time can trickle away because you're focusing on something that you actually like to do, something that serves you and is productive. So maybe your thing is every day I will eat an apple, or every day I will learn a new word in Cantonese. Just pick anything and post on this blog and let me know how it goes. I'm almost 2 weeks into blogging and I think it's really doing me a world of good. I'm not going for a second cup of coffee. I don't feel so sluggish. I'm really quite pleased. So pick a thing, do a thing. 2 weeks to a habit, and I'll see you next time. Maybe tomorrow. That's my gang sign for tomorrow.